So I woke up this morning and immediately saw that test room was already up, and I was really surprised because I did not expect it to come out, Monday morning, like right away. And I did that poll, and a lot of people thought it was going to be like Tuesday or Wednesday, but no, KingsIsle decided to release it right away in the week, Monday morning. So test room's here, and I'm actually showing the wrong thing. I'm in the world tree just spinning on test room for now, but I want to show you guys the update notes. So let me switch to that quick, and then we'll go from here. So here we go. Here we are on the update notes page. So I want to go through all these. I already went through them myself just to kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. And I'm going to point out some of the major things. I'm not going to go over everything because there actually is a lot in here just about, miscellaneous stuff and other things like PvP changes, stuff like that I won't cover. But yeah, this is the spring update. It's already out. It's already on test realm. There's actually some things that I already know of that are in test realm that are not in the update notes. So we'll get to that in future videos. But here we go. So here is the highlights, but we're just going to go through it anyway. So the big thing, and this is one of the things that I want to make a video on right away. It might not be my next video, but I want to do it soon. And those are the animation changes for all these AoEs. I'm glad they just gave us a list of everything because I was unsure if I was going to have to go through and figure out which ones they changed. But here is all the spells that they changed for each school. So Balance has Sandstorm and Raw. Death has Deer Knight and Scarecrow, which we saw both of those in the teaser video. Fire is Meteor Strike, Fire Dragon, and Rain of Fire. So Fire gets 3. Ice, Blizzard, Frost Giant. Makes sense. Life, Force Lord, and Rebirth. So Rebirth also, we didn't know about that one. Myth gets 3 of them. Humongo Frog, Orthrus, Mystic. And Storm gets Tempest, Stormlord, and Sirens all updated to hit all at once. That's crazy. Like, these are a lot of spells, and these are the main spells that everyone uses for AoEs in this game. This is going to change the game a lot. So I'm excited to show you guys all these. I'm just going to go ahead and get all the spells recorded and put it into one video, and then that'll be that. So looking forward to doing that. I also will be doing videos on each of the key bosses, probably just the gold key. I was wrong about this one being in Ravenscar. It's actually just in Saversid Pass, so that's where those are. In Grizzleheim. The Caramel ones, I was actually right about this one. It's in the mines, and it gives unique marshmallow wands, so we'll be doing that soon. There is some updates to Beastmoon, Mayhem, and what's funny is the new spellments that they are releasing are only available right now in the Beastmoon events. So I'm a little upset about that, but I think we'll get to that a little later. There's some new beast forms. They always release new beast forms with these kind of updates. And then the gear that I did my teaser video on, this gear is also only available in Beastmoon. So it's not from the Grizzleheim key bosses, I don't think. Right here it says it's only available in the Beastmoon Mayhem rewards. Also, there's a new wand from that too, from the Decathlon. So they really are trying to get people to do Beastmoon and Decathlon because they're giving more rewards for that. I don't know if I'll go for this, but there is sigil gear, or not sigil gear, school symbol gear. So they have that, and I'll just have to see how good it is, what it looks like in game. Probably, I really don't want to have to do Beastmoon for this type of gear, but we'll see. And then here's the new spellments. So there are 14 new trainable spells, 2 for each school. And they're mostly PvP themed, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to get them as a PvE player. So I will still try to get these. If they're only available through Beastmoon and Beastmoon Mayhem and stuff like that, it's going to be a little harder because I don't really like doing those events as much as just, say, farming a mob in Wizard City. I'd rather do that, but maybe it's easier because it's in Beastmoon. I don't know. But yeah, there is new spellments. I'll have to look in-game to see what they are because I don't know yet. So I was a little more excited for this when I heard about it than I am now because knowing that it's just from the events, I don't really care as much. But here is a big one. Combat balance improvements. I've been telling you guys for the longest time that they're going to be changing resist and damage, and we knew it was going to happen, and here it is. This is the change. So I'm just going to look at this little chart here to give you guys like the summary. So what they're doing is they are implementing this limit function into damage and resist. However, the percentage still applies up to a certain level. So if you look at this little table here, and it's also different for PvE and PvP. So damage, you will get the full percentage up until 150. That is what they're doing with this. You will get your full percent damage up to 150. So you can get your stats and have 150% damage, and you'll see no change to what we've been used to. So PvP is 100% for that damage intersection, basically how high you can go with percent damage until it stops being as effective. And then the absolute limit is going to be 200. It's going to be pretty hard to get to 200 because, you know, with gears, you're probably going to get a lot of like losses of other stats in order to get to 200. And it might not be worth your time because as you go up with the limit function, it's going to be diminishing returns on your actual stats. So maybe people will just decide, okay, I'm going to go for only 150 because going higher than that is kind of, you know, worthless. And, you know, maybe up my critical or up other stats to kind of pad it to make it better. They did the same with resist in PvE. Resist is 100% to get that, you know, maximum amount, full percentage resist. You can get up to 125, but it's not going to be 125%. The extra 25 is going to come from the limit function. That means, you know, it's going to be harder and harder to get up to 125, and you're not going to get the full percentage anymore. For PvP, the max percentage is 50, and then after that, the resist limit is 70. So that's kind of low. Like, they are actually making resist a lot less in PvP. And what's funny, though, is Pierce is the exact same. They have not changed Pierce yet. So if you have 50% Pierce, aka just put on Strike, that completely removes resist in PvP. So that's a big change. But yeah, PvE is 100%. So those are all those changes. I'm not going to go through all the example stuff, but yeah, that is what they're doing. The spell audit, this is interesting. They haven't actually changed any of the spells that I thought they were. They just changed the blades to be standardized. So all blades are plus 35 now. What's hilarious is this buff Storm, because Storm's blade was plus 30. Now it's plus 35. So all blades are going to be plus 35 except the balance blades. Balance blades are still going to be plus 25 in traps. But yeah, for blades, we get plus 35. This is a nerf for some schools like Life. But traps are also, you know, being changed to standardized plus 30. So that's cool. This is a buff for Storm. And I think it's the same for Fire. I think Fire's was plus 35. So that's really interesting. And then globals are plus 25% damage. We already knew about the shadow gauge changes, so we'll be looking at that in game. Same with the crit and the crit block changes. Those are just UI updates in battle, so we'll be looking at that. I'm not going to go over the PvP matchmaking updates because that doesn't really affect me too much. I'm not going to be doing that in the game or in test realm. They also added this new social button. It's not guilds like we thought it was, but it's just basically showing people in game that you want to quest with somebody in the area, and it kind of gives you an indicator that this person wants to quest with somebody. So kind of an easier way to make friends and, you know, find a questing partner in the game. So that's nice. Also some team up updates, which I'm not going to look at, but they are here if you want to check it out. And then combat sigil updates. Oh yeah, they also changed it so that if you're a solo player in the battle, you'll get 2 mobs. But if another person joins you, you still are at 2 mobs. A third mob won't join. A third mob won't join until you get 3 players. Then you get 3. At 4 players, you get 4 mobs. So they changed that, which is actually kind of crazy. I've been used to having 2 people and getting, you know, 3 mobs, or 3 people getting 4 mobs. So this is a big change because some people would want 3 players in the battle to get 4 enemies. If you have 4 enemies then, and you're going for a collect quest, it makes it easier because you have a higher chance to collect. Now you need 4 players in order to get 4 enemies. So that's an interesting change. The rest here is just kind of miscellaneous updates, like they did the art concept books, and Wizard was updated to 64-bit, which we already, you know, I talked about it on Twitter a little bit. But yeah, that is a good change for the game going forward. So yeah, and then just miscellaneous stuff here. But yeah, I'm excited for this. There is a other thing that I'm going to cover in my next video that is not in the update notes here that I've already found out, and it's a quest line. So there is a quest that I want to check out. So I'm going to show that to you guys next. But yeah, there's probably other things that aren't in this update notes for us to explore and find out. But yeah, that is going to do it for this. So this is the Spring 2021 Test Room update notes. If you guys are excited for this test room, if you're excited for all my videos that are coming out really soon, probably another one today, please leave a big like on this video. Let's see how many likes we can get for the opening of Test Realm. Definitely be subscribed. We just hit 187K, so thank you guys so much. If you're not subscribed, please do so you know when I post videos. I have post notifications on, of course. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the game. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time.